Northern Territory Chief Minister Michael Gunn is under huge pressure heading into this year's election after Labor suffered a massive swing against it at a by-election at the weekend. Matt Cunningham joins us live now from Darwin. Matt, Labor managed to hang on, but seriously, questions are now being asked about Michael Gunner's leadership.
That's certainly the case, Annalise. The swing against Labor was enormous, 22% swing against it when it comes to its primary vote. This was a seat that was vacated by the former Aboriginal Affairs Minister Ken Vowles after he had a massive falling out with the Chief Minister, Michael Gunner. He was sacked from the Cabinet and the caucus. He ended up resigning, forcing this by-election. Well, the voters in this seat of Johnston certainly voiced their displeasure with the Labor government. That primary vote fell from 51% at the 2016 election to just 29% at this election. They still managed to get over the line on the back of preferences that ironically came from the Country Liberal Party. The Country Liberal Party actually put Labor at number 2 on its how to vote card. More of a story there as well about the disunity on the Conservative side of politics. But the man who was elected was Joel Bowden. He's a name that will be familiar particularly with Victorians. He's a former Richmond footballer, a 2-time Richmond best and fairest, someone who had a huge profile obviously coming into this election. He got over the line. Many this morning are already touting him as a possible future Chief Minister, but he was playing down that talk when I spoke to him a bit earlier.
Yeah, I think there'll always be speculation. Michael Gunner has my 100% support. He was tenacious in his efforts, notwithstanding the fact he had a heart attack, he had some heart surgery. He was out on the doors with me, working hard, and I think that's what this electorate wants.
Joel Bowden there offering his full support to the Chief Minister, Michael Gunner. We will hear from him, Michael Gunner, a little bit later today. But also on the Conservative side of politics, there's a story here. The Country Liberal Party received just 16% of the primary vote in this election, an absolutely woeful showing from a once mighty Northern Territory party, a party that was in power here for the first 27 years of self-government. But on the back of that, there have been lots of questions asked about a split in the Conservative vote. The former CLP Chief Minister Terry Mills has started his own party, a new party, the Territory Alliance. They polled more than 22% of the vote. They finished second to Labor after the distribution of preferences, and it was really only the fact that the CLP preferenced Labor ahead of Territory Alliance that saw Labor get over the line. I also spoke to Terry Mills this morning, the Territory Alliance leader. Here's a bit of what he had to say.
Now, we effectively took votes from both sides. That's the fact of the matter. And if the CLP were true to who they actually are and chose not to support Labor, Territory Alliance would have won the seat.
This all sets up a fascinating Northern Territory election come August, and at least August 22 is when Territorians will go to the polls. If those swings that we saw are replicated in August, then it looks like the Northern Territory Labor government is in some serious trouble, although that all might depend on whether those on the Conservative side of politics can bury the hatchet and work together. Otherwise, anything really could happen come August 22.